70% French. .1% South German. Yeah. You can't give me the Rhineland, I'm afraid. I already have it. Sorry, I'm not trading it.
They now play Stellaris. Look at fucking Uruguay getting big bits of Argentina.
Alright, I'm back.
So, what's the optimal amount of craftsmen in our region?
As many as you can. Never have too much.
It depends. If you have mining is generally preferable in the late game. You want a good balance of labourers to craftsmen and a healthy complement of clerks as well.
Yeah.
Very healthy complement of clerks if you can get it. But I wouldn't worry about clerks until really the 20th century. Until then, it's generally better to have craftsmen. Maybe 40 or 60%. And then go for clerks heavily. And then you want to go until about 10-15% clerks, which usually doesn't even happen by the end of the game. It's immensely useful. It's like having a modern industry then.
Wow, Uruguay is now communist.
I told you.
I thought you were talking about Russia.
There is a chance they would turn to Jacobin rebels because they have Jacobin rebels risen up too.
I gotta make puppet CB on Uruguay. I'm not sure if I should force it.
Uruguay is mine. There are Brazilians at the border calling me to liberate them.
So liberate, no, free people. Free people cancel spell. What does that do?
It releases a single state.
And liberate country.
Liberate country releases every single state of that country. Makes liberate country considerably more effective.
Oh, I see.
What are you planning, Daruk? What are you planning?
I'm looking at Italy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I want to restore Spanish Italy through your puppet state.
But why did you release Sardinia? I mean, not Sardinia, Sicily.
They were having like endless rebellions, and I felt like two Sicilies would just be easier if I didn't own it, but if I were to like own it through a client state.
Yeah. But why don't you get Sardinia instead? There's some precious metal in there.
Sardinia. I could. Maybe I will.
If only I had the infamy to really fucking carve up the Russian East.
Oh boys, I'm becoming a great power.
That's nice.
I think, given there's like 7 of us, if you want to go over infamy limit, I think that might be a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, well, I'm not good enough for infamy yet. Be very careful to balance mine.
I don't know. I could really fucking tear Russia apart if I go over infamy. What are the other players' opinions of Japan going over infamy?
Not be happy.
What would
We
you
should stay under infamy.
Yeah, for now. For now, maybe. Free to bet.
Yep.
My game crashed.
My game
Crashed.
I didn't crash. I'll get the save in a sec.
Might be safe. Does Greece win in against Russia then?
I don't see it happening, but
Good equivalent, like standing army, so I think it can. We'll see. Depends. Russia can't figure out how to get its stacks where they need to go, then Greece will probably win. It'd be nice if you could control like Canada, Australia more, like when you release them. Why have you named yourself that, Galbert?
Why not?
What?
Uruguay split from me. I wanted them.
You have a core on them.
What?
You have a core on it.
Nope.
No.
I'll just, wait for my infamy to go down and take them again.
I don't know. I think you guys should go over Infamy, split the world up, be imperialists.
Don't like the idea of it.
I mean, if you start going over Infamy now, then by the time we hit the I don't know, 19
I think it's just a bit chaotic.
teens, then we can have a great war at that point. And then the world's split up between 7 of us.
Oh, thanks. I see you.
No.
It's actually nice because now I can take Corrientes and Santa Fe without actually going to war with Argentina and Peru.
Uruguay is stronger than Argentina.
Well, they're in rebellion now.
Ah.
So they can suck my dick.
Do it.
Indo. Who are they?
Indian state. One of the many Indian states.
Though, where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden?
Yep.
Oh.
Are you Swedish?
Kommer från Sverige, ja.
I thought
You
the
sounded quite
Swedish
German
accent.
to me.
Yeah, you sound a little bit Swedish. I don't know. I'm not very experienced with European accents.
They can sound quite similar, depending on the German accent.
What province are you from?
Not to a Swede,
on the map?
What province?
What province in Sweden?
Yeah, tell us on the Victoria 2 map.
Victoria 2 map.
Okay,
That's
I'm
nice.
from Götaland.
What is that?
Which
Yeah,
one's
cool.
there?
Where's your
Southernmost.
southernmost?
But I'm from the western part. I'm on the west coast of Götaland.
I still don't know where that is.
Nope. Neither do I.
Sad face.
Is it like? Are you talking about Malmo?
Malmö is the southernmost city. I'm actually halfway up to Norway. Göteborg.
Oh. Malmo is pretty big. It extends halfway to Norway up until it hits that river.
There's a lot of refugees in Sweden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Quite a lot in Malmö.
Did
Yeah,
Malmo
gross.
become like a no-go zone recently or something?
Yeah, you have loads of hand grenades and murders, and even in the central area.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
What do you mean nice? That's not nice.
It's exciting, at least. I agree.
Yeah, it's exciting, I guess, but
It's fun because I remember Trump saying
it's
that
really-
there's a lot of grenade attacks. in
France is
Sweden.
mobilizing. Wait, what's happening here?
Really vibrant, isn't it?
Go, boys.
What's happening? What are you doing, you madman?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Alright. Oh, Austria's lining up against the Swiss border, I guess.
The Austrian war forming Germany.
There's actually no reason for me not to be mobilized, actually, so I'm just gonna mobilize. There's actually no reason. The mobilization isn't gonna get any bigger. Austria passed me in industry, not because they actually grew, it's because they took states off Germany that were really big. You don't have any iron, really?
I don't get any at all.
Don't worry, France, you'll be gentle.
So what country are you? Japan?
Yeah, Japan.
I don't know. If I delete mobilized brigades, do they just become, do they just go back into the workforce, or what happens?
Yeah. That's the workforce.
Did you guys actually know there's a Habsburg Emperor of Mexico?
Yeah. I'm
So
actually,
you can-
They celebrate Cinco de Mayo over.
yeah, the French defeated Pueblo. Pueblo, I think. I'm not sure.
It's ironic, as he was actually a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
The Mexican Republic was actually very corrupt. Granted, he was like installed by a foreign power.
Yeah, I can confirm
But
this. Because I have a, like on my mom's side, like really far back, one of my like great grandparents, like really far back, was one of the French soldiers, I think, during the French-Mexican War.
that's pretty cool.
He got captured, and he never really went back to France. He just married one of the locals.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess I'm part French.
Oui, oui.
Sorting the regiments out.
Zooming in on the occupied land that I've got against Russia to micromanage is actually really disorientating with all these fucking colours. The occupied land, it's horrible.
Are they still fully occupied?
My middle class never fulfill their luxury needs.
Yeah, I have very little people that actually have luxury needs fulfilled. Feels bad.
So usually like a decent chunk of my poor will get their luxury needs, like a slice of my rich, but my middle, they always just get their like basic needs met.
Yeah, no one's getting their luxury needs. It sucks.
A very progressive emperor, Austria. Goodness. Enlightened absolutism over there.
German radicals.
Actually, even under the enlightened monarchs like Frederick the Great, the rich were still tax exempt. I learned that the other day.
It's like modern
It's
times.
pretty sad, actually. Like modern times. History repeats itself.
To keep the elites loyal to the king.
I was looking it up, and like I do pay basically the same tax, sometimes more. It depends. As some rich people in the U.S.
Yeah.
So in Sweden, you essentially, if you're rich, you are not.
You don't exist.
You do, but you have all your stuff in other countries. Since you don't have to pay tax on your what is called national tax,
National tax.
something like that. national income tax.
Oh,
You
the
don't need
income tax, yeah.
to pay that if you're a bit clever. Bit clever.
Tax havens.
No, just you can pay the tax of some other nation. You don't need to follow the Swedish one, which is very helpful since the Swedish one is rather high.
How on earth do you afford your massive welfare state?
We don't. We
Just
borrow
said-
quite a lot.
High taxes.
Everyone borrows a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
That's not a troubling, unsustainable policy at all.
It's the same in all Western countries. Over here, the Conservatives have tried to do a lot of cuts, and every time they try to do cuts, they get accused of killing the poor and the elderly and the homeless and all this. So,
Jeez.
in a sort of catch-22 situation in which they can't make cuts, but they need to make cuts, so you've just got this incredibly bloated sort of bureaucratic debt system in place.
That's Keynesianism as well.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
and
you
the
get people
idea
over
is
here
right, like
arguing
to justify
it's all
it.
Keynesianism really matter.
The idea is that like by investing, like the government spending more now, it promotes more growth, which
But
pays
yeah, it's
off
just
later.
some magical
is
future
the-
time
Yeah, it's
in
the
which
idea.
it's paid off. But it's never paid off because they don't want to pay it back.
Oh
So
my
we keep
god!
taking out debt
Ukraine and
forever.
Russia.
I mean, having said all that, at the same time, the fucking coupon rates on bonds are fucking abysmal. Who would buy bonds? They're awful. You make no money off them. So, I mean, if they can borrow for basically free, right? Then why wouldn't you? It's like free money, 1% interest.
I have friends, after you're done with that war, you shouldn't even bother demobilizing. There's no reason not to demobilize now. Well, stay mobilized.
Would be an idea.
Yeah.
Rather expensive though, I must say.
It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
I'm poor little Swain and I can afford. I'm still making like $1,400 a day. This thing almost
I'm
fully
losing
mobilized.
200.
Oh. You could try dropping your national stockpile down once the war's over.
Oh, Mhm.
Philippines is doing pretty well for such a low pop nation.
It's not that bad.
Safely in the Japanese sphere of influence as well.
And the Spanish administration. Does that even work?
This is a nice and calm move with Italy.
Yeah. Actually, somehow Accord, one of the southern African states. Wow.
I'm not doing anything special. I'm not even over infamy limit. Austria, you don't need to worry. By the way, you are the one who should be stopping the French.
Oh my god. South Africa OP. Oh yeah, by the way, friends,
Yes.
look at Africa.
Oh, what about Africa? Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a pretty big army. It's actually pretty ridiculous. How big.
Okay, later,
You should chase them down in Italy there. Against a turn, maybe stack wipe them.
Yes. Sounds like a very good idea.
Containment of King's Brazil, eh?
What?
Containment of King's Brazil.
Ah, come on. Uruguay had it coming.
You shouldn't go over infamy, ever.
Alright, what's your infamy spot gun?
22.
Yeah, it's within limits. Mine's 3 at the moment.
Fucking hell.
I mainly went over infamy. What do you mean?
I just released Australia. The last war I had a war cost of like 4, so...
Oh, yeah, you're just releasing little countries like the fucking Northern New Guinea. I can't,
It's
the
an
name
important
is
sovereign state, mate.
The name's
Okay?
too long. I don't
Have
even
some
know
damn
what it's
respect
called.
for it. It's ranked 43 overall.
That's pretty impressive.
Uni state. Yeah, well, a major
Very important.
world power.
Yep. That is.
What's happening after? He's always had more troops than you. Looks so awkward with it. You're not owning Savoie.
Ooh, look at Prussia's flag.
Prussia. Oh wow.
Kommunistische Arbeiterpartei.
Why does it look so weird?
It's shit.
Are Swedish and German so close that you can actually pronounce that?
It's not hard to pronounce German names.
I can pronounce some German. A German wouldn't say I can pronounce German.
Kommunistische Partei. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't speak German.
And you must remember the English speakers don't really know how to pronounce stuff in general of other languages.
It's because there's so many.
I speak very little French and I speak Spanish, so.
Yes, but in general, it seems to be more of a hindrance.
I wish I knew more
Everyone
languages.
Everyone speaks English already, so.
My grandparents spoke like 3 or 4 languages. They
Oh,
spoke,
I'm learning Spanish next year.
spoke Hungarian, German, Spanish, and English. It's a lot of languages.
German is like mandatory for most Eastern countries. Like in Poland, it's mandatory. In I believe Lithuania, it's mandatory. I know that in Czechoslovakia, it's mandatory to learn German in school.
We only have English in Sweden.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to do at this point as the US except get immigrants and promote craftsmen. That's basically the rest of the game for me.
Yeah.
The amount of immigrants you get is ridiculous.
It
We
is.
should really nerf the Statue of Liberty a little.
Yeah, that's actually pretty broken. Did you guys
Yeah.
want that or something?
Well, do you know what? Every fucking game I've played, France has given him it without any question. Why don't we just...
No,
I mean,
because
you don't have
you should want to give the Statue of Liberty over. It should be
it doesn't have
thing
to
in
be
game.
nerfed. You just don't give him the
Well,
bloody
it's
thing.
also like if we didn't have a Brazil player, if we just had an America player in the Western Hemisphere, it's like why give all the immigrants to the shitty AI countries, you know? Like,
I mean, Joe,
It's also,
if you
I've noticed-
if you will be nerfing this at all, can you make
I've noticed a
totalitarian
recurring
countries?
theme where I'll do well as a nation, and then we nerf.
Can you do totalitarian
Be an
countries
example
more
where that's happened.
attractive?
Russia, now the USA.
Yeah, other players played well. It's Russia as well, though.
Yeah, not this one.
No, not this one. Did not do well.
Well, he did.
Right.
The Ottoman Empire wants a piece of Russia.
Even the Ottoman Empire still managing to lose that war somehow.
Oh, oh my god, Dark Souls is so expensive.
I know that one of the mods has like a reform that they created where like you can not have like if you're a European country you can ban people from leaving.
Yes, I'm supposed to do.
I don't know.
BFK
Maybe
for
we
about
could
5
do
seconds,
that.
so anything game disrupting happens, please pause the game. But yeah, I'll be back in 5.
Russia's gonna have rebels for a long time.
What would I give to play communist Brazil with no rebels?
Or would it what?
What would I give to play communist Brazil with no rebels?
I don't think you really gain anything. I mean, like if you have HMs and you just appoint the communists, it's basically the equivalent. Oh, you'd get a new flag.
Yeah, this is the entire point of switching the...
Yeah,
No,
you get a cool
ideology.
flag. You lose all your prestige usually.
Who
get a
cares?
cool
You get a
flag.
nice flag.
It's true.
what
I
matters.
can't argue with you when you're right.
Yeah, you can, because I make perfect sense. You know, the cool flag is the best thing in the game.
This is true.
Great wisdom.
Artillery and cavalry is so expensive.
You should put a modifier on California and Texas so they become more populous. Give them like a higher life rating or something.
Yeah.
Because they just, like, no one ever moves to either of them. They
Does
remain
it like
as...
California? What's it
No,
called? Don't they get like gold rushes?
I don't know about that. I don't think so. I don't think I've noticed.
Oh, they have
any.
one in Mariposa, one of the mountain provinces of California. But even then, that province doesn't have many people.
What were the lands of Gran Colombia? I don't know, how was that called?
The land?
Yeah, what did they control previously?
Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador. Minus for that one state Ecuador has from Peru.
Oh.
Pretty sure they own Panama as well.
Might play Colombia next game.
My god, commies.
There's not enough population, though, is the issue, Gilbert.
Well, I can always try, you know.
I mean, unfortunately, it's like playing Sweden, though. You just never have enough pop relative to the Europeans.
Immigrant.
Well,
you don't get enough
Playing in
for
illiterate
immigration,
Sweden.
though.
You remember Manchester, my first game was Sweden, when I had no idea how the game worked.
Playing in illiterate Sweden and South America. Terrible fate.
Well, I don't know what to play. I really don't.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go become laissez-faire. I'm gonna lose my entire... all my industry. Fuck.
Don't. It's fine.
It's not fine. I'm paying 4,000 every day for subsidies. Oh no. This is terrible.
Hey, you get 700 industry. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's quite good
alright.
for Spain, actually. Yeah. See, that's the problem, though, is when it's a subsidized economy, it's really more of like a drag than a gain.
Yeah, that's why I'm about to go into laissez-faire, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could raise
Half your
taxes for
factories
poor
are gonna
people.
shut down. Is the issue?
Yeah, that's the... I'll have like thousands of unemployed
Oh,
the
God.
first day.
Oh god.
Alright.
Spain has never been famed for its great economy, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Really
It would be funny if we had a young mind player. You know, getting all the polar bears in the world.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Is that in the vanilla game or?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
And it's even funny because it creates custom polar bear generals for you.
Yeah. That's good.
Hahaha, Paradox are funny XD.
Shut up.
It's pretty funny. I think it's funny. That's what matters.
Some Paradox Plaza for you.
That's true.
Joke.
You know, it's funny, this is why no one likes you.
Ooh. Dang.
Fucking
It's
roasted,
funny
man.
because as he satirizes Paradox, he plays hours and hours of their games.
I haven't bought any new Paradox material since fucking Hearts of Iron 4, and I regret that purchase.
You play
You
how many
sure do.
hours have you put into this game? Like, be fair at least.
I don't know, because I used to have a pirated version for most of the time I played this.
You put at least like 800 hours into this game, like just with me and Joe. So
I'll have a look at the on Steam and see how much that says. 308. I would say probably about 800 in total. I might play Hearts of Iron 4 again just for Xerife though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, what's going on in the world right now?
The great economic collapse of Spain.
Norway's being freed, is that it?
Okay, never mind.
freeing Gen Mayan.
Okay, well, I instantly have like 60,000 unemployed people on the first day. There's
Joe,
no
you
way I'm
can't
gonna...
let the USA do this to Sweden. You should defend your ally.
I should.
Who the fuck cares? You can free Jan Mayen.
I do agree that Mayan should be free though.
Indeed. All the
I really
problems.
do. Let the USA have their fun.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Look, it's
I'll
Jan
join
Mayen,
you.
okay?
I'll join you in a crusade against the USA here.
There's a stock
You
exchange.
want a crusade against the USA?
Wait, click on Jan Mayen. There's a
I want to see
stock
the USA
exchange.
collapse.
Later.
They
That's all.
they have a stock market on Jan Mayen. It's funny to me. It's like 4,000 fishermen. They like their stocks there, though.
They're all craftsmen and farmers. I wonder what factory they've got in that place.
When did I get that many Texans near Lake Ontario?
Danish communists. This is dangerous.
Oh, I did.
Russia.
Bunch of Texans in New York for some reason.
Reactionaries in
Good
Russia.
question. Yeah, I
And
noticed
communists.
God bless.
The White Army against the Red Army, eh?
Hmm. What the fuck? I have a socialist government.
That's what elections do.
This needs to change.
Who's having the economic collapse anyway?
Me.
España.
Spain.
I decided to stop it.
Yeah. Probably for the best.
Would I be a GP if I didn't have my industry? I think so. There's not enough canned food in the world to feed an army.
Shame.
Japan's producing the most of it, so
I'm pretty sure at this point I could probably beat every navy in the world combined.
Probably because we
Unless
don't
you
really
guys have
have
some
navies.
ridiculous navies, like
Like 700 frigates.
you're not even like France, 53 ships. So I'm guessing they've got a modern navy. Yeah, I hope so.
No, he can build a much bigger navy if he really wanted to.
I don't want to have a navy. You said commit to world affairs. Were very annoying. We're building up trenches here in Europe, Austria. It's really cozy. Dutch War of Russian Containment. Fine.
When even Netherlands have more brigades than Russia. That's just great.
What are you talking about, Austria? Oh, really? I don't want these socialists. Oh, I can change. How nice. What are these communists?
So Sparking, how do you feel about the fact that I have Formosa?
from what?
I have Formosa.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Boulogne.
Look at the province, at the bottom province in Alto Paraguay.
Formosa.
Yeah, they are. They're really bad.
I have
Hoping
so
an
many
election
Spanish.
to convince my populace of doing something different.
I have so many Spanish in South Africa, I'm starting to core it.
Safety regulations. That's not good.
Should we protect the child laborers from getting their hands cut off from the machines? Nah,
No, child labor is cool.
it would sacrifice productivity.
Some things are needed in the world.
Can you imagine people actually made that argument back in the day? It's amazing to me. What fucking savages.
Oh wow, that's a lot of communists. Oh no. I guess we now enter the age of communism. God.
How is Venezuela doing nowadays?
Not good.
It's a disaster.
Fucking shithole. In just pure totalitarian collapse. It's full totalitarian now. They've been faking elections massively. It was covered in the media.
thousands are
British
starving
media at
every
least
single
anyway,
day.
that they recorded something like 4 million votes being cast, like the independent sort of commission that watches the votes over there, and yeah, it turns out that you know, they ended up saying it was something like 8 million votes or something cast. It was like wildly over optimistic and way off most analysts.
Yeah, I mean, we have some of that in Europe too. If you look at the Austrian election that had to be redone.
Yeah. There's a lot of suspicion with the last general election we had in the UK as well, because a lot of students apparently or have allegedly voted twice, once in their constituency where they go to uni and one back at home. And I was actually given a ballot for my student area, but I didn't use it because I'm not a fucking person involved in fraud. So I understand why that argument exists, because it's true. It's fucking true.
It's so comfy living here, boys, in this country. So comfy. Along with all those comfy comic books.
Romania may form, but it depends on the states. It needs to be, the surrounding states need to be liberated from being puppets, which they still are. They're still puppets of the Ottomans. And Russia's still Russia.
This is true.
How else to put it?
Not for
Definitely still
long.
Russia.
The lazy natives need to adapt.
This is true.
We'll chop their hands off.
Like in the Congo?
I support Greece over this crisis.
I'm not a great power yet, but same.
Thank you, France and Austria, for your sensible approach to this matter. Although if no one backs the Ottomans, nothing will happen. Yeah, nothing happened. Cheers, guys. Nice one. If no one else had joined it, maybe Italy would have come in to back the Ottomans.
Is there really no hotkey to build naval bases, railroads, etc.?
Nope.
Seems like such a joke, doesn't it?
Is there a way to purge a population of some religion?
Nope.
No, there is not.
Such a shame.
For all the flack that colonialism has had, you know, it really tried to systematically exterminate the people there. It's bad for money. It doesn't bring in the money.
Brazil is a Catholic nation.
The British colonial administration in Africa, for instance, was mostly just, let's find the set of tribes we can ally with them, and then ensure that order is kept. Usually by one tribe taking up arms, and if anything goes down, then they exterminate the other tribe. Using British weapons or soldiers. So that would be like kind of small scale stuff, no like wholesale exterminations of whole countries or peoples.
Oh, liberty prevails.
I'm back. Oh. Why did I make Transvaal Spanish? That's a good question. Why did I make Transvaal Spanish?
So what actually happens if I get the communist to rule?
You have
by
to sit
myself?
and micromanage all the factories all game.
But I mean, what if I select them as a ruling party?
Similar thing with the policy.
But my flag doesn't change, right?
Nope.
No.
It does not change.
Alright, no point then.
The government type stays the same.
So what about promoting capitalists and such? Is that worth it?
Yep.
It's alright.
You only need a small amount, but yeah. You used to need capitalists in every state, because it used to be that only capitalists in a specific state could build the factory there. But they changed it, so now like capitalists anywhere can build factories anywhere. So you just need a sliver, and they need to be rich enough to make stuff. If you're laissez-faire.
If you guys want to see something amazing, have a look at the cultural demographics of Colombia, North America.
What about it?
Mostly Native Americans.
Nice.
Nice. But look at the detail of it.
Pretty cool. It's like America.
Yeah.
Flemish,
Oh, that-
Irish.
Fucking 5% Polish.
Gonna see something cooler though. Look at Africa in that map mode.
Are you liberating from Russia?
Poland.
Yeah, I'm tempted to release or liberate Persia. I have no more concern. I'm sort of Indian miners.
You asked me about the pop growth. How do I see my pop growth?
It's by population number at the top of the screen.
Growing at 18.
You grow faster than me, despite the Statue of Liberty.
He does have another. Oh, never mind. Actually, you guys have almost the same amount of pop.
How many capitalists do you want in your major place?
0.20%. That's like the very most you want.
Oh no.
What?
Enact women's suffrage.
You know, it's terrible. You usually just hide those, you know.
Okay. Which vote -1%?
Oh,
Okay.
what is that
What?
supposed to imply?
What does that actually do?
You get a slightly different. Okay, you lose war exhaustion, so I guess that's something you pull in the middle of a war.
You lose militancy, which is the best part of it.
Yeah, you do. Non-colonial militancy. Oh, that's very good. I'm taking that. Women rejoice.
Kind of makes no sense, yeah.
So is it possible for me to take the Savoy provinces without too much infamy? I would have to claim and then take it.
Yeah, I know, Master. Africa's a really big place.
Oh god, when he told that Russia was finally done. Goddamn commies.
Oh, I hope the commies win.
It will be a disaster. Actually, Russia is a disaster. Wait, did Russia lose another 1 million population?
It's just a mess.
Mine.
They did lose Pyongyang as well.
Yeah, they have lost more population. It's gone down since the start of the game anyway.
Amazing.
It should be growing naturally though. Oh, how does Jiang Main have half of Norway?
Yeah, it's strong.
What is what?
That's like an empire.
What is
Wait.
what?
Oh, it does have
No.
Norway. I was wondering why it costs so many points.
Look
to
at their
free it.
accepted culture.
Yeah.
Norwegian, Swedish, polar bears.
That's very nice.
Wouldn't mind taking some of the Philippines. Is it even worth taking though?
I would if it was possible.
How is it not possible?
You have to take it out of Spain first, which is a war goal. Then you have to acquire state on one of them. Then you have to wait and then annex the last one.
So it's just too inconvenient, isn't it?
Yeah. Because he released it as a civilized country.
What a bastard.
What do you mean?
Bit sarcastic, I don't really care.
I couldn't hold on to it, so I released it.
I like Spanish Africa.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but you know.
I'm gonna go capture Morocco now because you've taken it. And I'm not taking it, so I'm gonna declare war on it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put the war goal in now. It's 100 days and I'll carry my army in to take it. I think I've given you more than enough time to take it and you've not taken it in that entire time. It's been like 3 decades now. So, I'm impatient. Well, I'm taking it.
It looks like it's gonna be a race.
A race?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've got the infamy to spare. Don't do this to yourself.
I have 0 infamy. I'm not gonna use it on a new one. So.
Alright, taking Portugal.
That's absolute trash, but I'm gonna stop subsidizing my industry. Holy shit. 5,000 a day.
Soviet Union both.
Alright, here we go.
It's the fucking Reds.
Soviet Union. Oh god.
Such a shit. What happens when you go over infamy as well? Because it keeps your war exhaustion from going down so fast, I think, as well.
It's for me. I can
Effects, all sorts. I think we should have like another modern idea is if you're contained, your infamy like shoots down very quickly.
Yeah, probably. It's a good idea.
I would love to be contained then.
Because what it would do then is, you know, cripple you, and then you'd lose infamy at a faster rate, like double the rate or something.
I would intentionally get myself contained.
Double rate isn't that nice.
It's still a
Consider
terrible
the
idea.
consequences. Yeah. It would
It's
mean that if
basically
you do
you're
go
in
for
the
infamy,
time
you're
contained.
contained.
Anyone who doesn't have a choice but to extract any war goal off you. Because you can't
I've never
defend
seen this
yourself.
happen. I've never seen this happen, but I'm actually getting 30% of my poor people. They're not getting any of their needs. What is happening? Oh no.
Well, you gave them all jobs, and then you just took those jobs away, is what happened.
It's been like that for a while. Oh my god, I have 100,000 people unemployed in one of my states. Oh no, 200,000 in my capital. Oh no.
Sounds like the Spanish economy to me.
Oh
No, you've done
no.
very well. with-
That's a very
with
nice war
Spain.
goal, Manchester.
Yeah.
Yes, you have
I like
become
it.
the modern Spain.
I like it
Completely
very much.
modernized.
quote-unquote modernized.
See, I'm all about freedom, Darug. That's my thing. As America. That's why I'm going around freeing countries.
Tea is high in demand.
Also talk.
Officer.
I really am considering freeing the people of Persia. I think I might do it.
My industry dropped 300 points so far. God bless this nation.
So where are you from, Sven?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
Mexico. I was born in Mexico.
Very cool.
You sound American.
Yeah, I've been in America for a while, so I have a really strong American
I have
accent.
troops in Morocco already, you know.
Good. Good.
I'll
good.
just humiliate you then.
Are you really gonna go that far?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's a little bit annoying though.
I had enough time, and you've taken forever.
But I already told you I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and I told you I was gonna take it, and you still willingly went through the infantry hit. If you're gonna make me fight you for Morocco, I will.
It's too infamy for me, so let's fight. Let's dance.
Fine. I'll put you under blockades, and I'll get the war under declaration soon.
Got Spain, got this.
And make you release a puppet. Fucking take that. I'm gonna release the Philippines.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna release shit.
You're gonna fucking release everything, mate.
Fight me.
Why are you picking a fight with the United Kingdom?
What do you mean I'm not picking a fight with the UK? Picking a fight with Morocco.
Don't give me fucking bullshit.
But are you wary of the Spanish Armada?
Okay.
Now don't forget, Joe. Spanish Armada was the bane of me in that one game as the UK.
Yeah, I'm really not concerned when I'm
gonna
moving
come back
literally
to haunt you.
400
Come back.
fleets off the fucking corner.
It's gonna kill you, Joe. It's gonna come back and haunt you.
I'm just
I
telling
really
you.
do have naval dominance. It's ridiculous.
Spanish Armada is a Victoria 2 secret weapon.
Of course. Spanish artillery's guided by God himself. I fear no Brit.
Is Ukraine really doing the absolute mad?
It's so late game. I'm not gonna do anything. So like this is the most entertaining thing that's happened to me. I don't care if this is happening or not.
You're gonna lose your puppet, mate.
Let's
Hope
fight.
you're quaking.
I'm not quaking. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the tea sipping Brit.
Okay, well you should be.
Ship shagging Welsh.
Oh,
Hey,
that's below the belt.
Brazil. Tried bully Brazil as well.
Did
Just
you hear that one, Joe?
I did. It doesn't really affect Welsh people though when they hear it, because it's just like okay.
do you actually shag ship?
No.
Yes.
Where did that even come from in the first place?
It's because Wales has amazing terrain for sheep rearing. So there's a lot of sheep in Wales.
Yeah, rearing, if you know what I mean.
Shut up.
I'm dead.
So Spudgun, as a Scot, are you now upset that the UK is leaving the EU?
Nah.
So you're both a unionist and an EU skeptic. Very interesting combo.
Yeah.
For a Scot.
It's like the Scottish Conservatives in the world.
A million of us. A fucking million of us. Not the only one.
Any other Spanish forces, empires, or whatever I need to worry about? I suppose the African place as well.
Oh look, the Soviet Union is so nicely colored.
Alright.
Oh, not anymore.
Perpetually contained. It's only got 5 brigades.
We have the USA versus the Soviet Union.
The entire US military against 5 brigades.
Poor Russia. Did I nerf it too hard?
No. This was purely because of Gok's actions.
Yeah, Gok killed Russia.
It's been in a perpetual state of rebellion and everything since that war. It hasn't recovered. Every country bordering it has declared war to contain.
Oh my god.
See, little did Napoleon know, all he had to do was wait till they were cut down in size, and then just carpet siege like I'm doing.
Of course. I'm just walking through Russia.
Just
after his army died.
Just land 100,000 people in Finland, just carpet siege it down. It's fine. That's how one does it.
Well, they're leaving Sinai. Why?
They called Liberty and something.
It's overpopulated. It's way too overpopulated.
Why am I leaving? Why is my population leaving?
Oh my god, there's 780,000 in Dumyat.
Oh, you turned it into a state. Wow.
Once the Suez is built, I care about. Spain, the war's coming.
Fight me. I'm not scared.
Good. The Philippines is getting released,
What's
mate.
your policy, Francis?
I honestly could not care less if I were to lose the Philippines or not.
Spain is over his head.
I'm not over anything with it.
I'm not going to war. Over. I don't know what I would do. Would I march all my army and over
The traitors'
Dunkirk?
friends. Of course. Oh, is this army actually stuck here? Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's do something really, really nice.
Hmm? I'm gonna try and roll my troops. Alright. Let's play it this way.
Oh no, I immediately regret this decision. Oh no. Oh, it's
We
actually
made
it's
the
going
mistake
alright.
of
Never mind.
ever
It's not going alright.
attacking in this game.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is the worst game. This is the worst
Why
game
would
I've
you
ever
do
played in
this?
my life. This is
What
actually
happened
the
to
worst.
your industry? You were the rising star.
I stopped subsidizing and like half my industry died. Oh my god. Look at all these British people, quote unquote people.
3 my country, Manchester. Rain.
What a clusterfuck.
Rain country.
Give me that Gibraltar. Oh god.
Oh, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna get you for that. Gibraltar
I need to
is
leave.
mine.
I need to leave. Bye.
Fucking Gibraltar, Espanol.
Chasing you down, you bastard. Come back here.
You're not gonna.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
my god. How are you so fast? What is this?
Yes.
I accidentally misclicked my fucking name. Oh no. Oh no. How are you so fast? Your entire army just one big
They're just
dragon.
that disciplines, mate. It's forced march the whole way. I guess I'll get on the whole naval invasion of Spain now then.
Do it.
I will. Hiding in French. You fucking cowards.
That's right.
No hit and runs now.
No, I'm not doing that.
You should evacuate to the. Oh, you can't evacuate to the mainland, can you? Oh. No.
Oh well.
I was completely. You have Morocco. Just you took forever. I'll be just annexing this country.
Alright, I'm gonna start subsidizing my country again.
The Boxer Rebellion.
Oh, this boxer.
Those fucking Chinese.
Absolutely unacceptable. It has to be put down immediately.
Have fun, Spelgan. Have fun, man.
That's terrible. I'll intervene in time. A bit more concerned with the Spanish right now.
Can't believe this. Oh, you're actually trying to land onto mainland Spain?
Oh yeah.
But why though?
Why there? Because your navy is there. Now your navy isn't there.
Oh god, no.
That's what you've got. Oh, what was that? What was that?
They're just frigates.
What the fuck was that?
They're just frigates.
You had 80 frigates and that was your navy.
Yeah, that was to fight the
You absolute
Italians.
fucking madman.
That's to fight the Italians.
You're actually fucking crazy, aren't you?
Frigate spam. Oh,
I thought you had like modern ships or something, and I was like, you know, whatever.
Why would I waste my money on such inferior technology?
50 frigates.
He had like 75 frigates and a couple of like, big ships. So I thought it was
British propaganda.
a modern navy, you know.
British propaganda. Don't listen to him.
And his fleet sailed out into my 400 ships, right? And they disappeared instantly. Like instantly. The battle wasn't a battle. It was just a scuttling of the fleet, basically.
Not true. This is a lie.
It says behind you, the personal armada.
This is not true. Literal propaganda.
it was a contemporary armada, but on the actual 1500s one.
Are you really gonna send every troop you have there?
No, I have. That's only half my army. I'm just trying to see how many people I can kill.
I see.
Get on the ground, Britain. Yeah, that's right. Leave. Get out of here. Go back to your homeland. You have no place here. Look at that. The British are running. Fucking. Oh no. Okay, my country's actually collapsing because of these subsidies. It's not even because of this war.
Do you have laissez-faire?
No.
Exactly. It's such a great. It's so great.
Those poor troops of mine.
Look at those poor troops.
Those poor troops. Sniff, sniff.
I'll teach you. Never mess with me again. Decisive Spanish victory.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Do they still not want to give you Poland, Lithuania, Manchester? Manchester?
Oh my god. This absolute madman does it again. He lands on me.
Happy to do it again, and again, and again.
You're losing more people than I am, so this is a net gain. That's how you even factor in your attrition.
Do it again, Sir Lord Joe.
Yeah. You gonna attack again then?
Do it.
Well, I finally have all of Korea after all these years.
Long life span.
Okay, so Manchuria for Japan.
Yeah.
Not any people there though.
There's enough people.
Go home.
Yeah.
Be gone. Lot.
No, thank you. I think I'll stay for a bit.
Oh, you're actually sitting more? Okay.
Can we be friends now, Manchester? Can we be friends? After all these years? Let's be friends.
For a big battle, this is very little people are dying on both sides. Oh, never mind. We just started to turn.
Don't worry, I'll pick up.
Hopefully.
How long are you gonna keep this pointless war going for?
Until I'm bored.
Alright. I'll just keep at it for a while then.
This is a dawn of new friendship, Manchester.
Soviet Union. Less
This
than
is such
10
a
million
dull
people.
battle. There's like 200 people dying at most
Shit,
per
they're
day.
being completely depopulated. Like, utterly.
What? Who? The Soviet Union?
Russia.
Oh god! Only 9 million!
So bad.
What's happening?
But Ukraine and Poland, Lithuania are also pretty depopulated themselves.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I swear to God, our soldiers are fighting with really dull butter knives.
Sharpened sticks.
What are your soldiers fighting with? Sharpened sticks, maybe.
Russia's highest population province is in fucking Persia, Tabriz.
Oh my god, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And in the general,
Alright, this got really boring really quick. Alright, here we go. I'll super peace now.
Alright.
I was expecting a little bit more blood. Disappointed. Clearly.
Yeah. I think I will now station a permanent garrison in it's called as well.
Yes, takes us 400,000 Moroccans.
Alright, Philippines is open.
it's not really, it's a civilized country.
Still there to take.
You can,
Oh yeah, I was going to conduct another China war.
Oh, I could take it myself, actually. I could take the Philippines. Maybe.
oh yeah, the Boxer Rebellion, I've got to get to that. Let's go. Boxer Rebellion.
You've got China to conquer, mate.
Boxer Rebellion, let's go. It's fucking on now, chaps.
That's just mobilizing.
Yeah.
What's France mobilising against?
Austria.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's to prevent if Austria wants in on some action.
Trying to flex on him.
Bigger?
Trying to flex on him.
I don't understand.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
It's idiomatic speech.
Way over my head.
Beautiful.
Not really, it's just because you're not a native speaker.
It's just a local slang in the US.
Okay, yeah.
I have freed Poland. Poland.
Hooray.
Are you dropping more people into Gibraltar?
Oh shit, yeah, I need to get them out.
Why though? Oh.
Yeah, I haven't got them out yet. You ever gonna police Spanish Africa?
I left like 60,000. Oh yeah, they're right there. Very slowly. Sieging down all the occupied states. That's fine.
Why keep it on the border, Spain.
Sure.
The Chinese have launched an offensive against my forces. We all know what that means.
Yep. 14k tank. Something like that.
I wonder why are they so shit in battle? Do they use like irregular troops or something?
Well, yeah, they're all irregulars with no technology at all.
Nice.
They don't even have cavalry, really. I mean, even fucking medieval armies had cavalry, come on. The Chinese can't even build cavalry.
Expensive.
Oh my goodness, they're annexing Krakow. That's amazing. They're gonna lose. Krakow is a bigger army. This is
Wait,
so
what?
foolish. They haven't built up an army yet.
Oh god.
Krakow has more units. No. That's really funny.
Well, maybe they will mobilize or something. I don't fucking know.
No, they're not
I think my
mobilizing.
entire army is French communist. It is the peasant part.
Spanish communist? What?
The French communists, the farmers in my army.
Watch Krakow take province now. It will be funny.
Soviets have no brigades whatsoever. They're almost... I think they might be approaching 10 million population soon. But it's not the best for them. Oh wow. Baby boom, Northwest England.
Fuck off. When am I getting that event?
Fuck off!
I need that.
So the more populous you are, the more your population growth is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how the
that makes
snowballing
sense.
happens. Yeah.
So what about the voting systems? Are they really different
What do you mean?
Not really.
in the game?
None of the reforms really make a profound difference on anything. Except for healthcare and vanilla.
Well, you have healthcare. This with the factory
Yeah.
throughput,
Yeah, that's fine.
but 20%. That's quite a lot.
Negate some of the other social reform.
Everyone will be middle class. How we kill communism. So where are the airplanes?
The what?
When can I build airplanes?
Airplanes. They come quite a bit later.
Okay, but where's
So,
tanks
like,
now?
Yeah, you can start getting tanks up, but airplanes are already World War I era on.
You
Okay.
should be researching military directionism right now, though.
Yeah, I'm not going for it to start with because I don't expect a land war. Just do
Well,
it.
I'll just declare a land war and then Joe.
Well, yeah, gas attack isn't the be all and end all of fucking warfare, mate. You know this.
Actually, it is.
Oh, it's not, and you know it isn't.
It fucking is. It's huge.
You know.
It's massive. It's ridiculous.
Don't overestimate the effect of gas. It takes a while to implement and get the defense for. It really does.
Actually, don't have that many Jews in my country. France. Guess that would be Poland and
No one does.
Austria that has the Jews. Right?
I've got
Well,
Shiite
not the
people in my
largest
country.
population of Jews in Europe.
I've got Orthodox people in my country. I've got Buddhists, Christians. Japan is completely Jewless. I have no Jews.
Corner.
Oh, actually, I do. I have Jews in Korea
God.
because of Russia having it.
You're back.
Oh, come on.
Do I have any Jews?
Why does a Heart of Darkness
0%.
happen to me?
Range.
Huh? Spain. I don't even know what to do with my national focuses anymore. I'm promoting conservatism so my people can calm down.
Why not liberalism?
That would make it worse.
Get uppity.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to wait for the fascists. I want to see a fascist Spain.
Maybe.
Definitely, I'll go fascist France as soon as it hits.
Oh my god. I just made like modern day Spain in 1901. I have so many unemployed people.
Yeah, the youth unemployment in modern Spain is spectacular.
Unemployment for everyone in Spain is absolutely terrible. It's like a quarter of the population's unemployed.
Yeah, I think it's closer to 75% or so for the youth. But that doesn't mean they don't have things to do, it's just that it's not
Capitalists make your
official.
factories cheaper. Swap to laissez-faire economics, that makes your factories cheaper.
Yeah, but then I don't, and then I have free trade, and I can't make money anymore, so.
Ukraine just invaded Poland?
Oh, never mind, what?
Oh no, never mind, it's Poland fucking invading Ukraine.
Alright, my industry.
Madman.
What the fuck is going on over there? Civil war in China as well.
Walk, damn you, walk. This is brutal.
I'm just gonna close my eyes. Even more industries dying, even more thousands of people will be unemployed. Oh god. Hundreds of thousands.
You're creating a disaster.
I have to. I have to make the shift eventually. I can't just artificially subsidize my industry.
Pulling Venezuela.
Yeah, well, not that bad, but yeah.
On the contrary, he used Venezuela before he did this. State-run industry. It's transitioning to a free market. That's what it sounds like to me.
Reverse. Reverse Venezuela.
Only.
Why do you pay
That's,
subsidies for the industries?
Same.
Why don't you build good factories and just let it roll?
Just build good factories.
Yeah?
I wish it was that simple.
Yeah, you just build. I have an automobile factory, level 1, it's pulling in 170.
That's not gonna employ hundreds of thousands of people. Because it's not big enough at that point. I'm just gonna let the capitalists do this. Thousands of people will go unemployed, but that's not my problem.
Exactly. We're getting into it now.
Yeah.
You still have iron bands, don't you, Joe?
Yes, I do still have a considerable amount of that.
Right, interesting.
So as a Mexican,
Why
how
am
do you
I
feel about Trump?
numbers are so high? Because I built so many ironclads. I do have a modern fleet as well.
For Spain.
Not like I've not been building.
Spain, yes.
So how do you feel about Trump then?
How do I feel about Trump?
Yeah?
Feel neutral about him? I don't care.
Okay. You see him Europe, and Sweden in particular, you have he has a Hitler status.
I
So
fucking hate him now.
Hitler status.
Yeah.
can't
I don't know,
stand
he's-
him.
and you would be the Jew.
He's been really not good, but that's like basically every US president, so it's expected.
Yeah. That we have
Trees
much more meaning nowadays.
Yeah, I despair for American politics. Just,
Country's a fucking
I'd like
laughing
to be
stock.
positive and just say something nice, and just be like, yeah, America's a great country. Rule yourselves. Great fashion. Nope.
You don't have anything to complain about.
It's another disaster.
The Sweden is mentioned, it's just a laughing stock.
Just peer over there. See worse.
I've seriously considered moving to Germany, Austria. If I were to emigrate, it's probably where I'd head to.
Yeah, but they're trying to ruin them through mass migration. And it's not like, you know, a little bit of mass migration. It's like 5-10% of the country entering over the course of a few years.
Is that how much portion of the population there are already?
It wasn't that. I'm not sure it was quite that high. But the initial projections were they were going to take something like 10 million or so. Obviously, they scaled it back and started putting up border walls and everything. The amount that entered Germany is something like 2 million, which in a population of about 80 million is 1/40th, which is 0.5%, so 0.5%.
Well, why don't you consider Hungary? I think you would have a good chance of getting a Hungarian citizenship.
1 in 40 in the
That's an
street
idea.
is quite-
I would see my reservation with that would be like low income in Hungary, compared to like Germany. Probably have a higher salary if I
I mean,
did teaching over
the
there.
thing is, it's low income for rest of the world. It's quite a moderate income for the country.
Depends on your job, I guess.
Maybe if I saved enough here, and if I still owned like U.S. stocks, and I lived there, is the cost of living a lot lower in Hungary? Do you think, or?
I don't know myself, because you know I obviously do not live in Hungary, and
Right.
I don't really know anyone living in Hungary.
What about Poland then?
In Poland there's a culture to have your own flat, but you would rather to have your own flat. You would rather have to get a credit. So yeah. It's actually funny because the flats were really cheap in time of communism.
Right now, and this is the big problem here, like at least where I live, is it's basically half your income would go to like rent or go to a mortgage, and that's just for a place to live. I don't know if we're
That was
in
normal for everyone.
I don't know if we're in another housing bubble here or what's going on. No, because like max, like financial advisors say you should spend like 30% max should go to housing of your salary. 50% is like severely cost burden.
Yeah, and that's the situation for many of people of our generation. What's the alternative? Be homeless.
Compound with that, if you, God forbid, you also have student debt. I mean, it's a
Or if you're
fucking
in America,
disaster.
medical debt.
Medical. Oh God, could you imagine if you had,
Yeah,
if
medical
you had a
debt
health
in America.
a health
I
emergency?
understand where the right wing people are coming from with the healthcare over there, but at the same time, I look at the
Voice
stats
not
and
kill me, please. I need to go for like 10 minutes.
British healthcare is less effective, but not by much. But it costs something like half per capita
Yeah.
than it does in America. So it's, you know, you get something like 80-90% of the same effectiveness for about half the price or less. You know, perfectly capable of looking after your own. But
Like, let's say I had like a terminal illness or like some sort of like constant like sickness, I would immediately emigrate. I'd try to get Canadian citizenship or French citizenship or something, because basically it would go bankrupt. you would go bankrupt as an American trying to pay for it as like not a member of the upper class. It's
very
yeah,
expensive, yeah.
it's a for-profit system. See, because Germany though, like they have a part private, part public system too over there, but theirs seems to function a lot better than ours does here in
They
like
have a
the
lot
US.
of private investment into it as well. So I believe a lot of people pay for healthcare in a more direct, private manner. So they don't have like an NHS like we have over here. They have a sort of like blended system. I don't know that much about it to really say anything about it in an educated manner. No, there's a much bigger proportion of private
Because that's the
healthcare
system that
spending.
Bismarck, like it's still the same thing that Bismarck made in the fucking like 1800s. They've been happy with it. And more pop than Russia, Spain.
Yeah, I have been for a while.
Yep. Gas attack, gas attack.
That's the fucking spirit.
I agree.
Yeah, I've actually got directionism, but I haven't got the attack yet, but it's coming.
Ooh, I discovered Karl Marx.
You discovered Karl Marx.
I did. I think the Soviets were first.
That was a while ago now. Cause I got mine when we were actually discussing communism earlier.
Oh.
It just sort of popped up. I think it's collectivist philosophy or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the commerce tree. Yeah.
Ooh, we can discover hyperinflation. Oh, nice.
We need tanks on market.
Yeah, I'm
Ready
going to
to-
construct that next election cycle. I don't think I can. I don't have it discovered. But I see it. Tanks. Yeah. I haven't discovered tanks yet. Why would you want safety regulations this game?
Exactly.
So I can have 0 militancy. Or
Would you?
0.02 militancy.
It's now officially stopped building Clipper transports,
It's my current militancy.
Clipper ships in
All
general.
reforms passed.
Oh my god, France. Holy shit.
Yeah, I demobilized I clicked demobilize and then it happened.
Oh god. Do you want me to send some people?
Yeah, if you have nothing better to do, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Is France at risk of actually capitulating? Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
not
you've not
really.
been funding your troops. Tisk tisk.
Yeah, I
Still
went down
massacring them,
to
though.
a bit too low.
That's a big uprising. Did no one rise in Paris, or did you just kill them all really quickly?
BK artillery. Scared. Commies. Commie bastards. Oh, tanks, airplanes.
Yeah, we need tank factories.
Yeah, I have airplane factories, but not tanks.
Yeah, I know you have airplane factories. Working on trying to get my own up. I produce airplanes, but not very many. Yeah, I don't produce very many at all. Factories are still building as well.
Yeah, you produce ammunition, I see,
I produce everything.
but not airplanes.
But no,
Thanks.
no airplanes. No tanks yet. I'll go inside.
Yep. I produce telephones.
I produce grain.
I produce. No, you produce unemployment.
That's my greatest industry right there. Unemployment. Oh god.
My greatest export is freedom.
I lost more than half my industry since doing this.
Freedom. Exporting freedom.
I'm deindustrializing at this point.
Oh, nice.
There's states.
You're experiencing an economic contraction, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like 30 states that have 200,000 unemployed.
The exact thing happens when I play Spain. I don't know what it is, why it operates that way, but
Feels bad, man.
just the way the country interacts with the
Fine, we
world
all know that
economy.
feel.
Um,
Not alone, yeah.
I don't know.
At least I'm making money. That's what counts.
Flippers. So, are you fully conservative now, Spain?
I stopped promoting that for capitalism, so I can get more capitalists.
I'm going to promote liberal everywhere now. Fuck it.
That's what I
That's a
do.
good way to pour gasoline on your own country.
I try to do like laissez-faire and then promote capitalists as much as I can. Make the factories profitable, but it still contracts a lot in Spain. I don't know why. It's just hard to keep the
This happens.
factories profitable. It's just you're playing hard mode basically.
It is hard mode.
Why is Washington D.C. its own state? Why would they not just stick it in Maryland? Like,
That's a buff for you. That's another perk. Oh
I
yeah,
suppose you're right. Yeah.
Delaware doesn't exist.
So, Austria, why don't you eat the Bavaria?
Austria has just been growing silently for the entire game.
Yeah, they 3 good states with South German pop.
Bavaria
Sounds good to me.
almost has 3 million people. Jeez, a lot of people.
I'm going to be declaring on Italy shortly. Just keep you aware.
Right on.
Why?
Not telling you. It's a secret.
To take Sardinia?
No.
I don't know then.
God, the Soviets are collapsing again.
Ukraine won.
Look at this Europe. Look at how disgusting. See, this is the legacy of Top Hat
Top
in
Hat,
Europe.
yeah.
Europe.
Exactly. This is what Top Hat looks like on a map. Just all a fucking mess.
%.
See, that
I'll
province in Saxony is called Gotha. It's like an Austrian stack on it. Is that named after the Goths, that city? Is that what it comes from?
Yeah,
Gotha, does it come from the Goths?
probably.
Because they were like German or Germanic, right? The Goths.
Yeah.
It's like, what, all those like proto peoples and like tribes, they just got like assimilated and like bred in with like the populations of places, I guess, right? Because I know there were like Goths down in Spain.
Even the definitions
Right.
of the ethnicities and tribes of all of the sort of ancient peoples in Europe at the time, they're all fucking super blurry lines. Doesn't actually act as a real defining kind of group. They're more like a tribal confederation that's put together. And then because they're from that tribe, they're, you know, it's assumed they have some kind of like ethnic identity, but it's all a fucking mess. It's all a mess there. I was reading about the Marcomannic Wars, and there was a point basically during the Marcomannic Wars where the Franks were actually further east than the Thuringians, the Bavarians, and I think the Alemanni as well.
It's like the modern day French, so they're like they'd be descended from the Celts, like the Roman settlers, inhabitants who came later, the Franks who were like Germanic, and they all like mixed together and bred with each other. And then Spain, right? Because they would have had Visigoths in there, so Spanish, that means, have a bit of Germanic blood, right?
The Dutch.
From that, right? And then the Italians, you get the
It's an alright
Lombards, who are like Germanic, right? And they settled in the north.
Yeah, the Lombards are interesting because they set up the actual Kingdom of Lombardy, which was a sort of successor state that existed in North Italy, where traditional Lombardy is, and it survived for quite a few hundred years as well.
Yeah, I had a friend in middle school. His last name was Lombardi. That was cool. It's like with an I at the end instead of a Y.
Yeah. They're actually going to attack me, the absolute madman. Some crazy shit. Again, cut to pieces because they have gas and I don't. No, I have gas. They don't, but they've got a general and everything. For some reason, my army doesn't have a general.
Oh yeah,
Sure
I
why.
see that.
Not really sure why.
Your gas is making up for it, so
Yeah, it is.
they have a god general, so that also balances out.
Have you guys ever noticed there's this like weird lake in Quebec that kind of looks like an eye? Like just a lake with like a perfect like island in the middle of it. You ever notice that? It's kind of weird, isn't
Oh yeah,
it?
that one.
Yeah.
They didn't even like finish that battle before surrendering. Okay. So I'll walk these troops back to Britain.
latitudes are wrong on this map.
Yeah, this horrific projection on the map.
New York is
Don't
like
even
the
look at
same
it.
latitude as Italy. Which is surreal that that's true. But it is.
Oh yeah. New York is aligned with England.
Yeah, Newfoundland's really alright with England. I believe that's how it is, isn't it? And Miami is like pretty far south indeed.
It's weird because like the climate, like New England does match like the English climate. But I guess it's like the way like the oceans and like water and I don't know, like the way the weather works and temperatures like in such a way and they interact with the ocean, it makes it, I don't know, like not be a Mediterranean climate in the north.
How goes the economy for everyone?
Glorious.
Yeah, right.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's good too. Been doing some economic reforms recently, mostly moving off the subsidies.
Spain cannot afford such luxuries.
Yeah, that's a shame too.
There's no way I can actually subsidize like 1 million unemployed craftsmen. There's no way.
Yeah, nice if there was more to it. It's like booming along. Oh, stock market crash. Great Depression event.
You actually?
We're all going broke now. No, it'd be fun if there was that. Like we all, like suddenly we just watched our fucking balances collapse. Great Depression or something. I don't know.
Is that like an actual event in the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they would implement it and make it cool, but we could do it.
Hemisphere China. Wow.
I'm going to see China. This should be good. How's Japan been in this game, Swedgun?
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's great. I've completely modernized everything. My army, my navy, my industry.
I'm very content with my Brazil as well. I think I
It's
did
just
this.
infantry that's holding me back.
I think the infamy limit's important though. Does help rein in expansion a bit. Otherwise, it's just a dash. Well, for fascism and communism, we should have CBs for those.
That's an amazing immigration. Manchester. 20,000.
Oh, China's civilized.
That's because China's
Wow.
civilized, that's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, yeah. You get a lot from France, you bastard.
Maybe if your country was better, it would happen.
What's your militancy, Daru?
5.
5? Yeah, that's 5. Okay.
I don't know what they want.
Sometimes they just leave for like no reason, but sometimes, like if there is militancy, you can be like, okay, well that's why they're leaving.
Think get subsidies, okay. I'll give them that. There you go.
I mean, they come here and I literally have no income tax. So yeah.
So, okay, so lowering tax, does that lower militancy?
No, it's not that sophisticated a system.
Well,
In theory, it's supposed to, but it really doesn't. In practice, it doesn't have much of an effect at all.
Depends on the country. It can have an effect.
I think you'd have a lower immigration if you lowered your tariffs and taxes, to be honest, but I'm not sure about that.
$15k tick in combat isn't too bad. Yeah, what Barron's typed? Militancy is primarily triggered by a lack of life needs, secondarily by a lack of everyday needs. But luxury goods would increase consciousness.
I think the biggest contributor to militancy is reform desire.
Yeah, definitely.
Still don't know how that's actually determined. There's just 20,000 rebels in each state there. That part of Italy that isn't connected to the rest of Italy permanently.
Dutch war on Soviet containment? Or of Soviet containment?
Two Dutch brigades versus 82.
There's always some artisans who are starving to death. You ever notice that? Just can't adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just can't change they're good.
Quebec is 2.3 million. 2.3 million people live in Quebec. Wow.
I still can't produce tanks.
I really like your troop placement, Manchester. I really do.
Need tank experiments, which is fairly low. So tech.
The cock is dead. Holy shit. He's still offline.
Yeah.
He has another game in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, those boxes are atrocities. That's very nice.
Those goddamn boxes.
At it again. When will they ever end?
Well, at least you have some fun, Spalgan.
Can't even be bothered.
A war to end all wars made by Bavaria.
think Austria's military stat could be large.
What?
Look at Austria's military stat.
Oh, nice.
No navy then.
No troops.
That's because you've got pacifism in charge.
Yeah.
It'd be the same thing if you had a pacifist government. It's actually a good thing if you're not fighting, because it makes your stuff cheaper.
Make sure what?
Makes your army maintenance cheaper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you can't provide as much stuff to your troops.
See, the economic downturn in Spain has been severe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be done. On the upside, I'm making almost $4,000 a day, so that's good.
Holy shit, my northwest England population's shooting up.
Liverpool is 1 million. Manchester's 1 million. Whoa.
It's just not fair that I didn't get that event this game.
It's a baby boom. It expires actually in like a few months. But yeah, it's really impacted the population. Like immensely. Alright. I have an estimate as to how much the population increases.
A lot. That's what it is.
Yes. It's about 6 times as much population growth. Pretty insane. In northwest England, no wonder it had like 250,000 people, more than 250,000 people unemployed.
Number one spot if I had that event. Guarantee it.
Yeah. Can't employ the people fast enough.
I like how one book can single-handedly turn 10% of my entire population liberal.
It's a good book.
Must be a good book. Yeah.
It's created a lot of bleeding hearts.
It's the Mein Kampf of liberalism.
Liberal manifesto.
I read Mein Kampf, it's an awful book.
It's funny because Hitler was bullied by the Czech in the army, I believe, wasn't he?
He was what?
I think Hitler was bullied by the Czech people in the army.
I don't think they were Czechs, because he was in, like, the Bavarian infantry.
But wasn't he in the Austrian army though?
No.
Oh, you idiot, Gunboat. You idiot.
Well, that's what I heard, okay? Alright.
He had 3 testicles.
No, he had one testicle.
Testicles?
He was also
Oh, 1.
pregnant.
Damn it.
3 testicles. Wow.
I think that would be freakier, actually.
Yeah, it would be.
Ah, plurality.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the baby boom is so effective. Changes population growth from 0.2 to 1.2. There's a six-fold increase. Early game, that's much more powerful as well because the tech is in their hands.
I think in like the initial release of Victoria, the healthcare techs each gave you like 1% per level, so they were like unbelievably like strong.
The correct balancing is from 1836 to 1992, which is what I looked up. The population increase on average was about 3 times. So the average population increase was about 3 times for most of the countries. The only country that had a decline was Ireland, which had a 50% decline in population, which is just mind-boggling because I went through so many countries, went over the stats, everyone had increased across the board, except for Ireland. Some countries, particularly sub-Saharan African countries, have gone through like ridiculous increases in population. Some of the colonial nations as well, similar. Same kind of thing. It's fucking Chinese rebels. China is just a mess. It really is.
Can I just go over infamy?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I told you to do it earlier.
I'm not. Infamy should be respected.
Oh shit, I pressed
Joe, we have no
100,000
Germany,
pop
we have
threshold.
no Russia. Just let us have some fun at this point.
If you want
It's
fun,
not
kill each
even-
other.
It's
a World
not
War
even a
going.
real game at this point. We don't have 2 major powers that are crucial to the game. Just let us expand on it if we want to.
I don't know why Austria and France aren't going at it, really. They should be.
Or what? What they fight over?
Form Germany. Austria. They honestly can. Austria, let's conclude the Austro-Japanese alliance.
Well, who will be? Oh, Spain can join French sides. So it will be a great war.
Japanese alliance.
Really? This is where we are.
Wars are expensive.
All my parties want protectionism.
That's good.
We're actually at time for the week anyway.
Yeah, like 9 minutes.
Do you guys want to continue this game or start a new one next week?
No.
Start a new one?
So I'm
Yeah.
joining Keandre's game, which it quasi overlaps with this one by like an hour at the end. So I could join this one, but I have to leave an hour early, like every Sunday.
It's terrible. Terrible.
Traitor.
I know, right?
There's not enough people. I told him to join this one. He didn't want to. His game's
So
probably
let's
gonna.
just
His
so
game's
instead of
probably gonna
uniting
be.
together, we should just split everything into tiny factional groups within their own kinds of infighting.
This is my multiplayer.
Right,
His
this
game's
was
probably
easy.
gonna be pretty crummy because they're all noobs. But then at the same time, these games, like it's like we don't have enough people, and like this was like a shit game. Like this was pretty shit as a game as well.
This
so
is Topat's fault, okay? Not our fault.
It's not all Topat's fault.
No, it is Topat's fault.
yeah,
100%.
it is Topat's fault.
Nah, I think it's just an excuse.
Lost to my encirclement. And
What do you mean it's an excuse? If Germany was actually played by a player, then Russia wouldn't have gone that far in India.
The Russia still would have been ruined under such a scenario.
That's why he would never do it. Never do the initial
Whatever,
attack.
I'm gonna save an exit here then.
Yeah,
Okay.
good session.